Now here's the story
of the Avengers.
Infinity War Part 1. Well, actually, that's
Spoiler.
not the title anymore, but, you know.
Well, spoiler alert.
Spoilers ahead.
Well, okay, first, let's do a non-spoiler. Give it, 5 minutes, and then we can do, spoilers.
So this is the first of many.
Everybody.
Hey, we said no spoilers! Now we have to restart it now.
Would you let me finish my introduction? before
Macy,
you
this is the part of our
interrupt me?
channel. We have good
By all
comedy.
means. Hey, that's
Okay.
my line.
Well, I'm Macy. This is Dalton. This is Glenn.
Call me Jay.
And we decided to do reviews because we do have a lot of shenanigans that we have together.
Good chemistry.
And we're like, why don't we just use that to make money? So,
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
can totally make money off YouTube.
Oh, definitely.
we're going to be saying
That's
this now.
smart.
We're going to be looking at this video when we have 1 million subscribers and be like, wow, remember that?
How it all started.
How it all started. Okay, so we just saw Infinity War.
Well,
And
not
what's-
just saw, but it's...
As you can tell by our shirts, except for Macy.
Well, except for her. She's a pleb.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Well, I mean, they all probably
Fake
do
game
one.
girl.
Time Stone? Time? Back to the future?
Okay,
What?
there we go.
It's all connected!
There we go. But, so as it was said earlier, we're going to take the first little bit, do a non-spoiler, then there will be like a big spoiler alert, because, nobody likes spoilers. Except for those people in the comments who do.
If we were smart and we could edit things, we'd put a spoiler alert, but
Indeed.
that's for future
That's
references.
for our
When we
editor
get
to
the
do.
Once we get
tools
smarter.
for editing, and we get an agent and an editor and all the good stuff.
And
Well,
have
who
money.
needs an agent? It's all that editor stuff. We can
Yeah.
find someone to do it for
Yeah,
free.
we're smart
Anyway,
college kids,
so-
relatively speaking.
So what did y'all think of Infinity War? Like, in general?
It was. It's pretty good, bro. It's pretty good.
Nice,
Pretty
yeah.
It's pretty good, bro.
It's like staring in the face of God. That's how I would describe it.
Okay.
You're staring in the face of God, and then you want to cry
And then he
yourself
slaps
to sleep.
you.
That I do agree with. I thought it was good. There were some things I'm like, but like, a lot of the things that you've read online about Infinity War, a lot of the good things, are good things,
Yeah.
There's never a dull moment in the movie. Once it starts going, it's like a river. It just keeps on going and going and going until the end.
I audibly gasp a couple of times, and I usually don't do that during movies.
Yes, yes,
I
you
so,
I have cried. This is the only time I've cried more than in a Pixar movie. This is the only time I've come that close to crying more than in a Pixar
Well-
movie was in this movie.
That's
Dalton's
saying
also
something.
just a wuss, so.
I
Well,
didn't
we
cry,
take that to
so,
account.
I'm just an emotionless
Because
bitch.
Glenn actually got his soul taken.
Yeah, because now
And
that we're men, we
Gamora
don't
wasn't
care.
actually sacrificed. It was Glenn.
Macy,
We
we're in the
never said
non-spoiler
We're in the
section.
non-spoiler.
Well, now we're in the spoiler section.
Well, who cares anymore?
Wait,
'Cause
hang
trolls
on.
are gonna ruin the movie for everybody.
Y'all didn't hear that. Anyway, so, since apparently we can't go 5 minutes without spoilers,
Hey,
let's just go with this. Alright, so...
Made it 3. Spoiler alert.
No.
at 3.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate what would you rate the movie and why?
In different categories or just overall?
Just in general.
Just in general.
Whew.
We'll get more detailed in the spoiler bit.
I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it a 9.5, but mainly because I needed more of it. But that's why.
I give it an infinity. Turned on its... No, okay, I'll give it a 10.
I'll give it a 9.5.
I can't give it a 10. No, I'll give it a 9. It's a really good movie. It's by far one of, if not the best Marvel movie that they've ever
Yeah.
made.
Like, one of my thoughts going into this was, how are they gonna make all of this work? Because you got, like, 80 characters going in, 500 different storylines, and you gotta make Thanos an interesting villain that you've been building up for 6 years, an actually cool villain.
Not like he is in the superhero squad where he's fighting
Well,
by
the
feet,
Superhero
which you
Squad
should
show.
totally watch, by the way. If Thanos scares you, watch him in the superhero squad because he's a lot less threatening.
If you want quality superhero content, go to the Superhero Squad show. But how the full props to the Russo brothers, the directors of this
definitely.
movie. Full
Yeah.
props to them.
They
The writing was amazing.
The same.
It was good. Timing.
they
was
made
good.
they
I
made
mean,
it work. I doubted it too, but they made it work.
Thanos is someone you love to hate.
Yeah,
You love to
and you
hate
can
him. Yeah.
sympathize with him a little bit
I mean,
because
he's kind of right, but he's
Well-
messed up in what he's doing.
So
Yeah.
okay. So
He's messed up in
so
the
now that we're starting there, let's go ahead and start about the spoilers. So, biggest spoiler, Howard the Duck comes in, Superman punches Thanos, and then takes the gauntlet and says, "It's my time now," and he wipes out everyone at the end.
And then in the post-credit scene, Batman shows up, and he's ready to join with the Avengers and beat Howard the Duck.
I know, it was great. I loved seeing Batman in this.
And then Deadpool shows up.
Ah, right.
And
But, well, it wasn't Deadpool itself. It was just the mask of Deadpool that was
Yeah.
in the collector's storeroom.
Yeah.
And then in the second post-credit scene, you just see a mutilated hand grab the mask.
Oh, and the Kermit the Frog hand?
Oh, Kermit the
Shit,
Frog,
Kermit the
yes.
Frog!
Okay, but in all seriousness, so
Now to the-
none of that happened.
If
None
only
of that
it did.
happened.
If only.
But okay, so biggest spoiler, death count. There were, of course, millions upon millions of deaths. You know, snap your fingers, half the universe is gone.
It
but
happens. That moment in the comic happens.
It does.
It
but
happens. And we're all crying.
I did the count. I could be wrong, but I counted 14 named character deaths that we see on screen. 14 named characters.
But
It
something
starts-
that Glenn pointed out that I would also like to point out is none of the originals died. Like the
Right.
mains of the Avengers are still alive.
Well, yes,
all of the Guardians died except for Rocket and Nebula.
Yeah, so I'm pretty
And-
sure Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is just going to be the return of Rocket.
And he's gonna be flying over Groot the entire movie.
But Groot might come back, because this is one of my
Alright.
favorite theories, but we'll get to that later.
All right, we'll get to that later. So as it was said, all of the main core from the original Avengers made it through the movie. Miraculous. Barely. Some of them barely.
Except maybe
But-
Hawkeye. We don't
well-
know.
To be
Don't know
specific,
about Hawkeye.
we have
This is
Captain America,
We have the awesome
Iron
Thor,
Man, Thor,
who was awesome in this movie.
the
Awesome.
Hulk, and
Well,
Black
not really
Widow.
the Hulk.
Black Widow.
More just Mark Ruffalo stuck in a
Was that
non-Hulk
it?
form.
I think it's just those 5.
Of the core
core,
Avengers.
yeah,
Of the core, yes.
Well,
of the core.
that's all the core Avengers.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, yeah.
And then Hawkeye, who actually... Hawkeye's not in the movie at all, but they do explain why he and Ant-Man aren't in the movie.
See,
Yeah, I think Ant-Man and Hulk are going to play a really big
Hulk.
role in the next movie.
I mean,
Hulk.
and they'll probably go more into it in Ant-Man and Wasps when that
Yeah.
happens.
yeah, for
because-
all we know, they could have gotten stuck in the quantum realm. Sorry,
Well-
we're
Yeah,
interrupting,
guess who else
Glenn.
play a big role in the next movie? This is a big Captain Marvel.
I don't know how good my camera is. They might not pick that up. Okay, so the big post-credit scene is that you've got Nick Fury and Maria Hill, everyone's two favorite S.H.I.E.L.D. people, driving around doing their thing, talking about Tony and all the trouble he gets into. That was clearly his impression of a raptor from Jurassic Park. That's the next movie.
Did you
Jurassic
actually
World.
make that sound?
Yes.
And they're driving around, and Thanos, he gets all the gems and he snaps his fingers, and so everyone starts dying. Everyone starts disintegrating. Actually, it's really
Heart-wrenching.
So, and technically, I don't count that as dying. They cease to exist.
That's what. It's a debate.
It's
So
because there's
don't-
no bodies and they can't die, but that's another issue.
That's not-
technically.
They literally.
Okay,
all
in the comments, put,
bits of
is
their
it deemed
matter.
dead or is it cease to exist?
All
Because-
bits of their matter are gone. They do not exist in this realm anymore, on this plane anymore. Time does not affect them anymore.
R.I.P. headphone users. But so the post-credit scene. Nick Fury and Maria Hill get out. They're all trying to be good S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. And Maria disintegrates in front of Nick Fury. It's like, oh, hell no. He gets back to his car. He gets this pager thing. And he's like pressing the buttons. And you see him start to disintegrate. He's like, oh, motherfucker. And he
almost got it in.
disintegrates. He almost got
so
it in.
close.
And
First
the camera
Marvel
zooms in on the
F-bomb.
device. And it's a transmuter device. And it has the Captain Marvel logo.
It looked very 90s.
Which, my question is, what was Captain Marvel doing during all of this? Did he not know that whole planets were being destroyed?
First of all, it's a she.
She was watching
I mean,
Netflix.
sorry.
And
I mean, for all we
Was she
know,
just-
it's 2018.
Was she
who
just
knows?
sitting there watching Netflix
Well,
and being like, oh,
okay.
that's cool.
I
don't
that
know.
was-
I
That
think
was
I think what it is
That was
is
your
that because we know that Captain Marvel is like a prequel to all the other stuff, and we know that Phil Coulson and we know that Sam Jackson are in it.
And-
So what it probably is that she's just been off doing space stuff, or she's been with the Kree or the Skrulls or doing some shit like that, and
Yeah.
that's why she's not here yet.
I imagine she's like up in space somewhere, like deep space, fighting with some Skrulls and Kree or something like that. Is what I'm thinking.
And she's gonna come back and be like, whoa, what?
Like
what
you said.
happened?
And
Unless she ceased to exist too.
no.
But probably not.
Maybe she sees like Skrulls disintegrating because he eliminated half of the life in the universe. So there's probably going to be some Skrulls in that equation that she saw.
Who do you think is gonna?
They'll explain it in the next movie.
Has Captain Marvel been in any other movies?
No, they just started
Who do you
doing it.
think she's gonna play Captain Marvel?
They've already announced it.
They announced
Who?
that in 2016.
Yeah.
Who?
Brie Larson? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah,
Brie
Brie
Larson.
Larson. She was in Room.
Carol Danvers?
Oh.
Not the one with
Okay.
Tommy Wiseau. Not that one. It's the good
The
one.
making of the
good
room?
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So,
we'll leave links
so,
because we're smart.
Oh,
So-
hi, Mark.
wrong movie. So, wrong
hi.
Mark.
Oh, hi,
Wrong Mark.
Thanos.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
hi,
Thanos.
Thanos.
A lot. Okay, so deaths
Uh-huh.
in general. A lot of people that you don't expect to die in this movie die.
Black Panther dies, guys.
Spider-Man.
He
Yeah.
made $1 billion
Spider-Man.
and he died.
That is true.
Marvel isn't afraid to kill our
So
heroes.
let's kind of go in order. See how we can remember who dies. Heimdall dead.
Loki.
So sorry, Matt Pat. Your theory was wrong on that.
Sorry, Idris
Let me
Elba.
think. Who else is it?
Well,
Well,
actually, he didn't really care about the movies anymore. So.
no, he just wanted a bigger role.
Yeah.
That's why.
Now here's the second part.
His
So-
dad called. Ruined the whole video.
Shh, we're coming.
You're ruining the magic, and you just hit me.
Children. Shh, shh, shh. So, in order of deaths, right? So, Heimdall dies first after he saves Hulk, because the opening of the movie, as we saw in the trailers, is that Thanos shows up, kills basically everyone on the Asgardian ship.
From the end of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, and Loki, in his genius, is like, we have a Hulk. So I'm going to distract Thanos and have the Hulk come beat him up.
Callback.
And Hulk gets his ass kicked. Bad.
The Hulk's been having some issues though.
He's been
And
hard getting it
so
off.
Heimdall decides to use
Trying to
his
keep
power
Thanos.
to send Hulk back to Earth. And
Oh,
because of that,
Restructure
he's
right
killed.
here.
So after Heimdall dies, Loki dies.
I was
And
I think he's gonna stay dead
yeah, probably.
for at least a while.
I'm very happy he enjoyed Ragnarok.
Maybe not,
though.
but yeah, no. Loki's dead. Valkyrie probably dead. Cork and Meek probably dead.
Cork.
Porg.
Porg.
Born.
Porgs.
Oh god.
It's crossing over, guys. It's official. The Disney Cinematic Universe is
Oh,
confirmed.
God.
Kermit shows up with the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, I don't always use Infinity Gauntlets, but when I
It's
do...
not easy being green.
So that happened.
So how would you rate the emotional impact of Loki and Heimdall dying?
Well, I didn't really care about them.
Loki.
I don't care about Loki that
I
much.
loved Loki.
I mean, he had to die.
Gamora's death was more emotional. I think.
Oh, yep, Gamora died too.
She's, but I don't think she's gonna stay dead because I think she's gonna be essential to the plot of the next movie.
My theory is that they're all in the Soul World, which is like, if you read the comic books, like the Soul Stone that Thanos sacrificed to get Gamora to get.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this secret world inside the Soul Stone, and they don't really like go into the Soul Stone's powers, you guys know?
Mm-hmm.
They don't really like go into what all it can do. They just show like Thanos showing up in that weird orange world, which is why I think, yeah, it's the Soul
Yeah, but he did kind of throw Gamora off a cliff, and she did kind of go splat.
Well, that's one way of putting it, but okay.
It's the
I mean,
correct
he
way
has
to
the
put it.
Time Stone.
So,
We could bring her back.
Red Skull's in the movie. That was cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I thought it was the Ghost of Christmas Future, but it was actually Red Skull.
I thought it was Hugo Weaving, but it wasn't.
It was not.
I was. But now he might come back for Secret Wars, and then he'll be the new Captain America,
Okay.
and then Captain America's gonna be Hydra. That's a way to piss off.
Don't
the
bring
fanboys.
that up again.
So all the Guardians are dead except Rocket. I think we said that.
And Groot, maybe.
Please walk this time. Anyway, so, like you said, all the Guardians that we all know and love.
Except for Nebula.
Is she really a Guardian though?
Yeah, she was part of the Guardians of the end too. It
Let's
counts.
say, let's say part-time Guardian.
So all the Guardians that we know and love are dead. Batista
Except for Rocket.
is dead. Mantis is dead. The half-god Peter Quill is very, very dead.
50% human, 50% God. But Stark is
100% dead.
100% douche.
100%.
Yeah, it's his fault.
It's not
Get
his
that
fault.
your girlfriend died, but when you're facing the annihilation of half of the
the gauntlet in his hand. He had it. And then Peter just ruined all of it.
This is true. It's all Peter's fault. Not Peter Parker. Peter Quill.
Peter Quill.
The emotional one. Not the teenager.
I mean, I love Peter Quill, but dude, you gotta get your stuff together.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir.
Oh, that was... Okay.
That was...
That was touching. That was
I
touching.
don't want to go, Mr. Stark. I don't want to go.
And then, so...
I
That hit right here. That hit right here.
I really felt for Doctor Strange in this movie, and I really hope a lot of more people felt. I really love that movie.
From what I heard, that is what has been true, because I've seen people who have been like, I skipped Strange, and then after this movie, they went out, like, bought the movie and watched it.
Yeah.
And Strange is dead, too. Benedict Cumberbatch,
but
Sherlock
he knows
Holmes.
what he's doing, though, because he can see the future. So he
And
knows
there
what he's
was-
doing.
Yeah, this is
One.
whole moment on
There's
Titan
one way. This
Out
is
of
the way.
14 million!
in which Thanos doesn't win. And this is how, with half the universe dying, they'll find some way to MacGuffin it out of it.
Who knows?
Oh, the boyfriend died. He died, too.
Wait. Oh yeah, Chris Pratt
Oh,
died.
yeah.
No, the other boyfriend.
What other boyfriend?
Bucky.
Oh, Cap's boyfriend, Bucky.
Yeah.
By some shipper's opinions.
Yeah, that! Because he died, like, in his arms. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was, like, the first person to die in someone's arms, and oh, that hurt. That really hurt. It was cool, though. The fight scene was cool.
Black Panther goes, General, this is no way to die, and then dies.
Yeah, and there goes that
I
monetization.
can't believe they had the guts to kill Black Panther.
That-
No
Just
one's
had his movie.
complaining about it.
Well, I don't think they're not complaining about it, but it's just the
Because
fact
he's
that...
probably gonna come back.
The Black Panther 2's already been confirmed.
Yeah.
See, okay, so the problems that I had with Infinity War, going off that, it's the same problem I sort of had with Black Panther, in that a lot of the stuff that happened felt that by the end there's not going to really be much stakes, because I get why they killed off who they killed off, but a lot of the people they killed off, Black Panther, most of the Guardians, Spider-Man, Falcon, well, maybe not Falcon, but
You don't know.
well, Falcon's dead, but like
Falcon's
those, those like 5-6 people already have sequels confirmed.
Spider-Man sequels confirmed.
But it doesn't. I mean, even if they have a sequel confirmed, it could be in the past. You don't know what time.
Alright,
So if we put this out on YouTube, we might not, we might chicken out, but if we do this, you might notice some editing. It's because this is our first time doing this, and we're doing it on my phone, which has very little memory space, because I'm a hoarder on my phone, it's true. So if you notice a lot of jump cuts, that's why. We're trying to stick with like where we were just talking about, so that's why. Hopefully it'll get better if we do this.
Half of his gigs will still exist, and I could snap my fingers.
Very true.
Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced
As
gigs.
all things should be.
I hate you too. Anyway, so
He's a farmer at the end.
so
We are
farmers.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-bum-bum-bum.
I'll finish the sentence eventually. So, one of my biggest complaints with Black Panther when I watch it is like, I like this movie, I really do, but there was no suspense to it.
Yeah.
Because you knew that, spoiler alerts for Black Panther, but you knew that T'Challa wasn't going to die, because we see him in Infinity War trailers, and that were already out by that point. We know that, Killmonger isn't going to win, because otherwise they wouldn't be going to Wakanda to get help. And that's sort of like, when it got to the really big deaths in this movie, that was sort of my thing. Because, like, Spider-Man's already got a sequel coming out planned, so they're gonna bring him back. Black Panther made $1 billion, and they already planned a sequel, so that's gonna come back. The Guardians, the Guardians thing is confirmed. Adam Warlock.
It's just the
Doctor
return of Raccoon.
It's him.
It's just Raccoon though for the third one.
Doctor Strange's
But my
sequel is
point
being
is,
worked on.
the thing
Worked
about
on,
the
hasn't
sequels
been
is
confirmed
we
yet.
don't know what time sequence they're in, so it could be in the past before all this happened.
And see, I feel
So
like
that's a possibility.
I feel like that's a common complaint of cinematic universes that I've kind of just learned to accept. Like,
And
even though, sorry,
That is true. I do agree with that.
Even though they die, you'll still be like bawling in tears when you see Spider-Man die and Bucky die in Cap's arms.
Unless you're me and you're an emotionless whack.
Bucky.
Now that we're men, we can't feel emotions.
And there goes the copyright claim. So, so there's that. What else is there? The action. Like, a lot of the action. The action's beautiful. Like, a lot of the fight scenes that they do are brilliantly shot, and they play to each person's strengths and powers amazingly well.
If they don't win visual effects Oscar this year, I don't know.
They're not going to win. But superhero films don't win awards.
Yeah, they don't want
I mean, Logan got nominated
only-
for one.
They get nominated, they don't win.
Oscars are. It's all a. Ugh.
It's
Because the Oscars, they award people who make movies about making movies.
It's old people, and sometimes they'll just like skewer to an audience, like with Get Out. Like, I feel like some people are just like, yeah, lots of young people liked it, so let's just nominate Get Out. Why not?
I mean, Get Out was genius. It was cinematic genius, but I thought it was cinematic genius. Obviously, some people disagree, but
all of the tangents except what we're talking about.
All film is subjective. That's a beautiful thing.
What else? Okay, so
But back to
the way that we were talking about beforehand is the balance in this film.
Perfectly balanced.
Actually, it really almost is. Like, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the character work in this film, no one feels overly pushed, except Thanos. And, but that's the point.
He had to.
He's the singular villain.
Yeah.
None of our heroes feel overly pushed. And great. Now, when we got like to like a really big set pieces, like in Wakanda,
And on Titan.
Titan wasn't as bad because you only had like 6 people.
Yeah.
Wakanda had a bunch of people on
It
there.
had a lot of really big action, you know.
That is
throwing
true.
wounds and everything.
Yeah. When we got to Wakanda, a lot of the Wakandans, I'm not gonna try and butcher their names.
M'Baku,
Okoye,
Shuri.
Yeah. A lot of the supporting cast of Black Panther, unless your name was T'Challa, were kind of like they're there and they're doing stuff, and they do get big moments, but it's not like as focused as Hulkbuster or Rhodey
Or Doctor Strange in his
or-
many moments.
exactly.
And Thor in his many moments. And
Thor is. He's going
Peter
through some
Dinklage
stuff,
was
man.
great. He was a big
Oh,
dwarf.
yeah.
Peter Dinklage.
That was amazing.
The exact opposite of what he is. I thought that was hilarious.
He was so fun.
He was an oxymoron. He's a
He's a living oxymoron. Oh,
It was great to see Tyrion working in a black forge, a blacksmith. Sorry.
I really loved how Thor was like getting him off his tail, because
Yeah.
like Thor's seen stuff. Like he said in the movie, his dad died, his mother died, his brother died.
His
who
girlfriend
after-
left him.
His girlfriend left him, and the girlfriend he thought he might have, Valkyrie, left him.
Well,
He's
no,
probably
she's
dead.
dead.
His best friend got stabbed in the heart.
Yep. Korg is gone. Meek is gone. Hulk is gone. Probably. He probably thinks.
Well, no, he saw the Bifrost.
But Thanos is probably gonna. Oh my God! Speaking of Thor, that awesome moment when he just came in on Wakanda.
Yeah.
My God.
If there's one thing Thor is good at, is making an entrance.
Yeah.
Powered up God Thor is really good at making an entrance.
Use
Thunderbolt!
Like, I just really and the. It was good. It was good.
It's good.
But speaking to Glenn's point with action, the CGI in this movie, it looks real. And Thanos, when you get the close-ups of his face, you really can tell Josh Brolin really went in on this character.
The only time I really kind of felt off in the CGI was the Titan conversation.
Yeah.
Like it's the one you all see in the trailers where he's like, I like that, but it's stupid. So let me come up with a plan and everything will be fine. It looks basically the same that it did in the trailers. To where it just looks like they're on a green screen.
I hope they remember you. Thanos has some great lines in this, guys.
He does, he is.
I mean, he cares. He's just misguided.
Okay, so
he's a misguided person.
let's go in that. So for
Loves
those of you
too
who
much.
don't know about Thanos, they don't really go over the fact that he's trying to court death in this one. His thing is that his planet, which is Titan, I thought it was Saturn's moon. It's not. Titan was getting overpopulated and whatnot, and so Thanos and his genius decided that, well, I know how to fix this. Wipe out half the population. Don't be selective. Don't kill only the poor people or only the rich. Kill indiscriminately and kill half the population, and everything will be fine.
It's at random.
Exactly. And, they declared him mad and kicked him out. And then Titan fell into disrepair and basically destroyed itself.
It's kind of like the parts in Superman where I don't remember if it's like George L or something, or if it's
Jor-El?
like Jor-El. I think it's Jor-El and
Jor-El is Superman's father. Zod is the general.
Zod is the general. He had the idea to fix Krypton, and they didn't listen to him.
That was Zod, I think. I don't really listen to Superman.
Yeah, I don't really. But I know, like, someone compared it to Superman's origin, and they did take it out, if I recall. But they alluded it to it, you know.
Anyway, and he says it himself that he failed once. He's not gonna fail again. That's why he kills Gamora in the end, because that's why he ends up killing Gamora, because he can't fail at what he considers to be his destiny again, which is to bring perfect balance by wiping out half of the entire universe.
And then sit on his farm in his overalls and straw hat and look at the sunset and be like, yeah.
It was a sweet ending.
We did good.
And everybody died for him.
And then a little smile, and it's just.
It's so sweet.
What?
So yeah.
That's the end.
Thanos will return.
Yeah. No. Someone in the theater screamed no. That came up.
I heard that too.
And also, someone's phone went off during Spider-Man's death.
That was hilarious.
So that was I didn't like that.
And
I
it
was
was
like
a chicken ringtone, which made it even worse.
Also, when we were going back, a guy in a chicken suit and a pig suit were making eyes at me.
That's not really relevant to the movie.
I know, but I just thought it was funny. What? You didn't notice the guy in the chicken suit and the guy in the pig suit?
I pointed it out.
They were walking out with a barbecue sign. Like a barbecue restaurant.
I mean, I was the one who pointed it out.
Yeah. Anyway, back to
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck
has no prevalence in this movie. None of the really minor characters from Guardians ever show up in this movie.
Seth Green's performance as Howard the Duck is Oscar worthy. It's Oscar caliber, guys. Yeah. I kid you not. It's like Andy Serkis's Caesar. You need to see it for your eyes.
Anyway, I recommend you go see it if you haven't, and if you haven't, it's been spoiled for you if you're still watching it. But
and if you're a nerd who likes to spoil
for the two of you watching this somehow, I don't know how I don't know how the algorithm works.
I'll get my YouTube friends to come.
Hi Phoebe, hi Kadeem.
Hi,
the two people watching this.
Hi JB.
Hi me again.
Thought we had JB.
Shh. No.
Who's JB?
He has a YouTube channel. He probably won't watch this. But if you do, I don't hate you.
I don't hate you.
I thought your Instagram video was actually really sweet, but I'm still taken, so. And you don't want me, I know, but. If I could snap my fingers. And this movie never happened.
This is what I have to deal with. Every day.
He's not my boyfriend.
I am, though. Okay, goodbye.
Not my boyfriend. My boyfriend is not here. He might watch. Hi, Eric. I love you, baby. Bye.
God, you are such a love.
Hi, Eric, best friend.
He hates me, so.
He does not hate you.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't hate you.
If he could snap his fingers, he'd make me disappear.
If I could snap my fingers, and we would have 1 million subscribers.
That gold play
Hey,
button.
for the 1 million subscribers watching this, thank you for listening to Macy's finger snap. And on that note, wow, we just
and there goes copyright again.
Wait, with every snap he kills half the universe, so that means we just killed the whole universe with every snap.
No, you killed 75% of the universe.
But if each finger is half.
And then you kill a half.
Oh, a half of a half. So it works like Voldemort's Horcruxes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a set number.
It's math!
Math is hard.
We're college students.
As
yeah, what's your grade in Q's class again?
A B.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Sucks.
Anyways, we liked it.
It is a great movie. It is arguably one of, if not the best Marvel movie ever made. There's never a down point in the film.
Lick your arm?
No, I just had an.
It just starts and it goes 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 until the end.
It's very long, but it's
Stan Lee's cameo was great as always.
Oh, that was great.
Much earlier than usual. Much earlier than usual.
I'll turn this bus around. It's not like you've seen a spaceship before. We had Chitauri here 12 years ago.
So one question. So before we go, all right, let's throw an idea out here. We know that somehow, probably everyone's going to come back. Well, not everyone. Some people are going to come back because, Feige said that everyone who's dead is dead and is not coming back.
BS.
Agreed.
BS.
Everyone who's dead. There might be some deaths, but
everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, no. The moment that Bucky died, I'm like, no,
Which gives up the point. Is it really death if they cease to exist? I don't count it as death because there's no body. They didn't die. They just ceased to exist.
That just means that the people.
But the people that actually died, like Loki and Gamora,
and
are dead. But then again, I feel like Gamora's gonna be essential to the plot in the next movie, so I feel like she's not dead.
He brings her out of the soul world that's in the Soul Stone, and then everybody else that had to die that's in the soul world comes back and beats the crap out of Thanos.
It's gonna be like the It movie where the kids with the baseball bats.
And Thanos with Thor with his hammer.
Yeah.
Thor's a new hammer.
Oh my god.
It's like a hammer battle axe.
Which brings up the point that, okay, if you didn't know this, Thor, you probably didn't, but Thor's hammer, unless you've seen the movie, Thor's hammer is partially made out of Groot's wood. So even though Groot has ceased to exist...
Ceased?
Ceased. That's not grammar.
Even though Groot is
ceased to
dead,
exist.
Even though Groot is